Look at what we arrived in today. Do you know, I had an idea years ago to do like the Ranch Cowboys. Oh, do you know what they never showed? It was well funny. What I done was I put my hat on Georgia. So I've walked away from the thing, pulled it out my thing. They never showed that obviously because family show. In there, it was so difficult to train in the villa because they only had like 5 kilo dumbbells. Coming back to this is just like so difficult. I genuinely feel like I'm starting again. When I landed back from Love Island, got invited to the Brit Award. Then from here, I am heading up to see Georgia. And then tomorrow, we've actually got a court case for the bear situation. We're filming that now, and that will be the next video that's going to come out.
Oh my God.
You're going, that's a big one.
That's what she said.
No, she didn't. I'm on. We are back in Edinburgh. What is happening, guys? Welcome back. It is my first video back since leaving the Love Island villa. And I thought, what's better than to do a day in the life? Last week has been a little bit of a crazy week. I've been down in London, literally loads of events, loads of Love Island stuff. So this is probably a more realistic day in the life now that I've kind of back, I've settled down. I've got my good friend here, my business mentor, all-round good guy, Elliot Wise here. So I've been staying with Elliot for the last couple of days, and we've just been going through everything, all the plans going forward for the future. So yeah, we'll fill you in on all that as we go along in the day in the life. But before that, we always start off our day the same way. With gym session. And yeah, like look at what we arrived in today. Not bad. The gold Lamborghini.
Well, the weather's good. The weather's good, so be rude not to.
Yeah, so we're going to get a gym session in and then we'll just crack on with the rest of the day, so stay tuned. Push, yours, yep. Prior to going into the show, everything was on point.
Yeah.
Business, training, the lot. Just trying to get back into that now.
I reckon give it a couple of days.
Yeah.
When you're back at the ranch, it'll be like
Full
riding
steam
the bike.
ahead. Full steam ahead. It'll be interesting to see how much weight I've actually put on though.
Mate, if I didn't have a family, I'd just come up with you and just like fucking 2 months it there. Train, work, man, you build a fucking empire at that pace.
I know.
No distractions or nothing.
No distractions, yeah.
Because there's nothing else around. And you've got everything there.
Yeah, literally.
Literally everything there. Everyone can come
just
to
need
you.
to get focused again. Do you know, I had an idea years ago to do like the Ranch Cowboys. So like, because obviously I used to naked butlering. Right? I had an idea for like the Ranch Cowboys, like assless chaps. You'd put on a show kind of like the Chippendales. But they would have like mechanical bulls and all that shit and just make it like a proper thing, but they stay with, they obviously, like for the hen party, they stay overnight and all that shit up there. Imagine stuff like that.
Mate, that'd be fucking nuts.
Oh, do you know what they never showed? It was well funny. So what I done was I put my hat on Georgia, so I put my hat on her, and obviously I had the sun cream in my thing. So I've walked away from the thing, pulled it out my thing, and I went like that, and squatted the sun cream and done it both sides, but they never showed that obviously because family show. That was class as well. Do you know the thing is, in there, it was so difficult to train in the villa because they only had like 5 kilo dumbbells, 7.5 kilos, and then like 22 and a half. So there was literally nothing, so I had to completely switch up my training. And coming back to this is just like so difficult. I genuinely feel like I'm starting again, but it's all good. And once you get back into a full routine, everything starts flowing. It's just, sometimes the first sessions are always the worst one, and once you get into a little bit of flow of things, it's spot on, so just excited for that. Pretty much as well going to be fully vlogging my whole journey, getting back in shape after the villa. I'm going to work out once I get back to Scotland how much weight I've actually put on. It'll be interesting to see, because I can see my physique's completely different from when I went in there. So yeah, just going to be vlogging a lot of that stuff going forward and showing you guys exactly how I get in shape. Usually I stay in shape, but it was different circumstances, and sometimes in life you just have to accept these things. Next week, diet's going to be back on point, training back on point fully, but this week's been all over the place. Barely been able to get any training in, but from next week onwards we're back on it. We're going to get back into that Love Island body again.
Still pretty good.
Don't know, last night, do you want to tell them what we ate last night?
Probably yes, we don't tell them what we ate last. What didn't we eat last night?
Yeah, literally everything. Easter eggs and everything. It's not even Easter.
Yeah, we smashed some Easter eggs, ice cream, snacks. Living though.
Living, bro.
Living. And now we're back in the gym today. Sun's out, Lamborghini's out. Getting back in shape, burning off the, well, it might need a few sessions to burn off last night's snacks, but every day's a good day. What do you reckon I do my topic on the huddle tomorrow on?
What about like talking about, because you're very much like on it, it's quite nice to hear like talk about the fact you've had a relaxed weekend and you felt charged to go again. Things like that, because you're always very much like boom. You know, but how you didn't realise how much you needed, like sometimes you don't realise how much you need it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And so maybe I'll talk about coaching you as well to do the same, and like how important that's been as part of like growth.
Yeah.
Be good. Short but sweet.
Done the job. Do you know I was actually considering getting into CrossFit?
Really?
Yeah, I was actually, bro. How are you, buddy? What's your name?
Charlie.
Lovely to meet you. Good.
Got to get one first.
No
I
problem.
can't believe you've been there. Cheers, mate.
Have a good day, mate. Thought we got away with that today. That's what's good about going to like, not in a bad way, but going to like bodybuilding style gyms as well. No one really cares as much because they're all interested in their training, just want to get on with it. Whereas I went to David Lloyd. I went to David Lloyd the other day and I literally couldn't get training at all. But yeah, that's us finished up our gym session, which is good because we kind of had to force ourselves to do that a little bit today. I think when you're out of routine so much, like it's just getting back into it. So the fact that we've done that now, I actually feel a lot clearer in the mind.
Yeah, for
A lot more
me, like
energy.
gym in the morning is like the best thing to get
Yeah.
moving. So most people wake up. I've yet to meet anyone that has super high frequency. Some people do. Most people do not have high frequency when they get out of bed in the morning.
Yeah.
Like even the most motivated of us, I get out of bed and I'm not 10 out of 10 raring to go.
Yeah.
I'm tired, I've been working hard, I've got kids screaming. The best thing to do is create a mental state change through physical action.
Yeah.
If you're feeling like crap and your frequency is low, move, lift weights, go for a walk. Even for me, if I feel like I'm in a low frequency state, I'm trying to work, I'll just do some push-ups. I'll go for a walk. It resets and physically pulls your mental state up because you can't really outthink a bad mental state. You can physically get out of a bad mental state. This is why like mental depression and mental health is so closely linked to your physical activity and what you do. I feel fucking brilliant, I'm not gonna lie.
I feel good now as well. Emotion is created by motion. You know that one as well. So we're going to head back to Elliot's now. We're going to get into the office and do
Spruce up a little bit.
Yeah, get dressed smart. We always like to dress smart, as you've probably seen in Love Island, and we'll explain exactly why. And then get on with some strategizing for all my businesses as well. So yeah, see you back at the office. Oh, you went up as well. Oh. Ah.
What are you doing? Don't hurt him. That'll hurt. Imagine someone did that to you.
Right guys, so that is us back in from the gym. We are changed. Probably noticed in Love Island that I like to dress up a little bit more than probably your typical guy. And part of that just is, I think when you dress good, you dress like a gentleman, you feel like one as well. And yeah, I just love to make sure that I'm always dressed up and ready for whatever I'm doing. So particularly today, we are dressed up, ready for some business. Although we are just in the office today, myself and Elliot always like to just make sure that we're fully dressed to the nines. Like I said, when you look good, you feel good, you perform good. So that is a big part of why we do that side of things. So this weekend was an interesting one for me because when I landed back from Love Island, obviously I had a few things I had to attend, PAs, and one of the events I had to attend for the finalists. I also got invited to the Brit Awards this weekend and also another event in Dublin, but I had to really sit down and think about it because ultimately my goals is always to focus on my businesses, and prior to going into Love Island I had a few launches that were in place for my fitness app, my popcorn business, and also my podcast and a few other ventures I've got going. So for me it was very much a case of I knew I had to come down, meet up with Elliot and structure everything accordingly. As much as it would have been amazing to go to the Brit Awards, for me, it's not really something that's going to benefit me in the long term. I'm really focused on my business, and I think when I came off Love Island the first time,
I got caught up in the lifestyle a little bit too much and didn't really focus on building solid foundations for myself. So that's what really I'm about now, is just making sure that everything's in place, working hard and just setting up my life for myself, for my future family. That's why I really made a point of coming down here, spending the full weekend with Elliot, getting everything in place for the businesses, and yeah, just making sure that I know the structure going forward. But not only that, creating really good content for you guys. You guys have really supported me throughout my whole journey, and I can't express to you how grateful I am for that. Like, it does not go unnoticed. Like, I genuinely, if you look at my Instagram, I'm replying to your comments. I make as much effort with as many people as I can, and I try to give back as much as I can. And I believe a massive part of that is bringing you guys content, because you want to see what us guys are up to after the show, what our lives are like, and also I want to give you value through the other side, through my fitness business, giving you some tips, techniques, etc. So plan for the rest of today is we are literally sitting down, we are going to go through all the businesses. My fitness app's going to be launching on the 17th of March, so we're just putting all the strategies in place for the launch of the fitness app, as well as a few other business ventures I've got going, and just prioritising between my personal brand and all the businesses, what is the best way to go about this, and so that we can make sure our time management's in place appropriately, because at this moment in time I'm getting pulled left, right and centre, and it's very important that I stick to my priorities. So that's what this weekend's all about. Then from here I am heading up to see Georgia. I seen her a few days ago, but I'm spending tonight with her, myself, her and her mum are going out for dinner. And then tomorrow we've actually got, Georgia's got the court case for the bear situation. So I'm just going to be there to support her. It's going to be a difficult day for her, and I just want to be there by her side, supporting her through it. So I made a point of making sure I stayed down in London a little bit longer just to be there for her. So yeah, I'm obviously really excited to see her again. It's mad, like I've obviously not seen her in like 3 or 4 days, and I'm actually missing her. So it'll be good to see her from that point of view, and we'll have a nice night. But before all of that, we get business out the way, and then like I said, we'll have a good night with G and her mum. So strategizing done, which is so good, so important as well. Actually coming off the show, like I actually felt really overwhelmed with everything, trying to balance the businesses with events and just sitting down, strategizing, putting plans in place. And now we've got a plan to execute. It makes everything so much easier just when you've got that plan in place. Now we just need to stick to the plan. So I feel so much better after that. I'm in a good place and ready to get back to work properly, which I'm so excited about. All these projects I've been working on for so long, so excited to now put this plan in place. Now that that's done, we're going to do another video which is going to be talking about my experiences between Love Island the first time, obviously as a 24-year-old, and Love Island this time, obviously the All-Star season, and just what I found different. So we're filming that now, and that will be the next video that's going to come out after this one. Difference between Love Island first time and Love Island All-Stars. First of all, the location. Obviously the first time I done it was in Mallorca, so it was a completely different process of getting to South Island.
That was really good.
You like it?
Oh my god.
Where you going?
That looks
wow.
so good.
Oh shit, that's a big one.
That's what she said.
No, she doesn't. I'm on. Guys, we are back in Edinburgh. As you can see, it's been a full week in London. It's been the first week at the villa. We have done so much this week, and hopefully you guys loved this video. Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more of the life on Anton after the villa.